everybody. Welcome to the Sutton Santa Claus Parade of Lights. The good news is we're here with you for the entire parade. My name is Kevin Forget, along with my wife Sarah Forget and Jody Blinoff. We will be your hosts for tonight's parade.
And what a beautiful night it is in Sutton. The weather is fabulous, and the streets are lined with kiddies eagerly anticipating Santa's arrival.
One very cool thing this year is the very first Ugly Christmas Sweater Run, which is taking place running down the entire parade route.
We'll be going along that parade route to find out who's been naughty and who's been nice, and to see what all the kids want for Christmas.
So like we said, it's going to be a beautiful night. This is an annual tradition in Sutton. We had the parade in Keswick not that long ago. So we want you to sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice warm hot chocolate, and grab yourself a seat on the couch and enjoy the parade along with us. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the 2015 Sutton Santa Claus Parade of Lights. I'm Kevin Forget along with my beautiful wife Sarah Forget, and we are here for the parade for tonight. It's a great night for a parade here in Sutton. All the streets are lined up with lots of kids just waiting to see Santa.
And this parade is put on by a number of great people in our community. The town of Georgina, the Georgina Kinsmen, and a lot of great volunteers on Rogers TV Georgina.
Yeah, and we are starting this year's parade off just like we do every year with the York Regional Police. Look at those sirens. The kids just love seeing those come down the street. Let's see what Jody's up to on the streets with the kids.
Thanks, guys. Okay, what is your name?
My name is Destiny.
Destiny, what do you want for Christmas?
A TV.
And have you been naughty or nice this year?
Nice.
Awesome, thanks so much. And what's your name?
Brandon.
Brandon, what do you want for Christmas?
Sweaters.
Sweaters, that's a good one. Okay, and have you been naughty or nice?
Nice.
All right, well, we're going to have to see what Santa Claus can do for you guys, all right? Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Jody. Not only does the police department and fire department make a huge impact all year round, but it's great for them to be part of this year's parade.
Following the York Regional Police is the Georgina Fire Department. They are heading up right behind the York Regional Police.
One thing that the fire department is always reminding people, they want them to be safe this holiday season and make sure that your smoke detectors are in working order. We work with the police all year on different events right across Georgina. They help out with the parades, but they also help out with events within the town too.
They do. They help out with Snowfest and Canada Day, and we are greatly appreciative of their help.
It's not an easy task to be closing down all the streets and all the roads right across Sutton, making sure that everybody gets into the town safe and that the streets are closed and everyone's waiting to see the parade start.
And look at those antlers.
We want to remind people you're seeing that green light that's flashing at the truck just in front of the tanker. Sarah, let's remind people what that green light is.
That green light is for volunteer trucks that rush down our roads for someone in need. So whenever you see a flashing green light in someone's regular car, please move over and allow them to drive by. They are on their way to an emergency. And there's Sparky too out there. There he is. There's Sparky.
Hello, Sparky. Merry Christmas to you. And not far behind the fire department, we are going to see the truck from the York Region Paramedics. Obviously, they've been part of this parade for many years. York Region Paramedics wish you a safe and happy holiday season, everybody. Lots of different fire trucks going by, and followed by the fire truck, like I said, is the paramedics from Georgina. It's nice to see the paramedics truck with the bow on it, some candy canes, coming down Dalton Road right here in Sutton.
All decked out. These these must be the YRT shakers from the York Regional Transit and Viva, leading the way for the big bus that's coming through.
And we'll see that Viva bus that's specially decorated. It's going to be on routes along Highway 7 and Yonge Street. They proudly serve all the 9 municipalities that connect you to your community. Look at that little guy right there.
Oh, he's cute. YRT is wishing you a happy holiday season.
We had the chance to see this bus as it was heading down to get ready for the parade, and it definitely put some smiles on some kids' faces as it went by. It's not your typical Viva bus. It has lots of decorations along the entire side.
And there we have the Viva bus stopping in front of us as it has its happy holiday signs and its people skating and enjoying hot chocolate. Wonderful look for this holiday season. And approaching us now is the Honorable Peter Van Loan's float, our Member of Parliament.
And we all know Peter. We see him at all of the events that take place here in Georgina. Obviously, he's been serving our community for over 10 years, so Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Peter Van Loan.
And coming up to us now is the float for Prosser Garage.
We know Prosser Garage, and look at this very cool antique fire truck from 1943.
What a beautiful fire truck, all decked out in lights. And following that is the Top Hats Marching Band.
They're a big band doing jazz, classical, and much more. They run dance and high five of the crowd. They are from Toronto, so we want to welcome them to Georgina.
What a great sound for this holiday season.
It's so great to see the band here from Burlington. We want to welcome them to Sutton for this parade tonight.
And following that is the Scouts Canada float. Welcome, Scouts Canada.
The Scouts have been part of this parade for 5 years with this beautiful winter camping float. Of course, Scouts Canada is always looking for new members, offering programs for children in Beavers 5 to 7 and Cub Scouts 8 to 10. They've been doing what they do for over 100 years.
And behind them is the Connect Club of Sutton. This group is a group of dynamic women committed to changing the lives and making our community a better place to live while having fun at the same time. And I do believe that is Mayor Quirk who is walking this float as well.
It's so great to see the club. 55 years they've been doing it, 3,000 members, raising tons and tons of money to help support communities and their greatest needs. There's the mayor right there. Hello,
there
Mayor.
Hello, Mayor. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And now here we have the musical train with the Shriners.
This, I have to say, is probably one of my favorite floats in the parade every year. This is a great group of guys. Not only are they in the parade, but they're having fun while they're doing it. Look at them dancing on that thing.
I think they have better moves than you, Kev.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. You're my wife. You're supposed to like my dancing. This year.
And coming up behind that, we have Wave Taxi. This is our third year in the parade.
And of course, we don't want you to drink and drive this holiday season, so make sure you call Wave Taxi. They began 4 years ago with just one cab, and now they've grown to 4 or more vehicles, serving the entire community of Georgina. Thank you for driving us home safe, Wave Taxi.
And coming up behind them is GTTI, Georgina Trades and Training, Inc. This is their second year in the parade, and they are a school bus dressed as a Frozen theme. That looks like Olaf the Snowman to me.
Olaf, that's very popular, and all the kids walking with the Frozen theme. And we want to remind you that the GTTI is a local training center providing marketable skills, training, and learning opportunities that adapt to the changing needs of the community members and businesses. Hello, Olaf. Very cool. Look at that. The eyes, the nose.
Oh, and there's children inside waving too. Merry Christmas, everybody. This is the Salvation Army's youth shelter.
Look at this, a great little float that they have. Looks like a bit of a tropical theme they've got. They've got the trees, they've got the manger. They're celebrating 10 years of service this June. And they've just opened up another place in Newmarket. That's great. They do lots of great things for the community of Georgina and kids in the community of Georgina for sure. Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas.
And the Sutton Youth Shelter. Have a great day. Woo! Hello, Merry Christmas.
Oh, this is great. Not far behind this. Look at the pitter-patter of those little feet.
The Georgina Animal Shelter has reunited 176 dogs and 46 cats to their owners this year. They have adopted and rescued out 76 dogs and 455 cats this year so far. Well done.
I know that we even adopted our dog, Tanner, from the Georgina Animal Shelter. They do great work. They've got some great pets. So if you're looking to adopt somebody this holiday season, go in and see the folks from the Georgina Animal Shelter and Adoption Center.
Merry Christmas. And right behind them, we have the Sutton Agricultural Society float.
This is a great float. They've been part of this for a number of years. You know, I like the theme of this. They have a sweet tooth for candy, and they're welcoming their gingerbread house as part of their float. And again, it's the 161st year, of the fair. Sorry, they just celebrated their 161st year, so they're going to be having another fair again in 2016. Look at that. You got the gingerbread man with the house. Hopefully the cow on there doesn't eat all of the gingerbread. Oh, we can see the dates. The dates for this year's Sutton Fair will be August 4th to the 7th of 2016. The Sutton Fair ambassador.
That looks like the Sutton Fair ambassador waving to us too. Merry Christmas. Coming up behind them is Flippin' Wicked Gymnastics. They are a gymnastics training facility located in Keswick at the Glenwoods Plaza.
We've been there for a number of different events. So Flippin' Wicked Gymnastics is providing gymnastic lessons to children aged 2 to 17. They have competitive teams this year, and they're training for the provincial qualifiers. Thanks for being part of the parade this year. You did a flippin' awesome, great time.
those bright green hats. Those are awesome. Merry Christmas, everybody!
Keep up the good work.
Coming up behind them is Hope Fest Presents Music for Miracles, a nonprofit company that raises money for Sick Kids Hospital.
For 5 years, they've done so many different events. Their upcoming golf tournament is taking place June 12th at the Pines. All the proceeds go to the Marine Studio, and a studio being built at Sick Kids Hospital. Thank you for all the work that you do all year round.
On top of their float, looks like they have some Sesame Street characters.
I see Elmo and
Bert
Ernie
and
and
Ernie.
Bert, the Cookie Monster.
And Oscar the Grouch pulling up the end. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Look at the streets. They're completely lined with people. This looks like a really great turnout this year for the Sutton Santa Claus Parade of Lights.
Well, the weather just certainly couldn't be better.
There's a
That's
shot
for
of one of
sure.
our many volunteers making sure that the parade is running smoothly. Thank you for all the work that you do.
And here comes MP Scrap Metal Remover Services, presenting Scrappy's Christmas. They collect unwanted scrap, metals, appliances, and equipment for recycling. They are new to the business of collecting TVs and household electronics for recycling. So if you've got something hanging around your house that you're just not using anymore, why not recycle it properly and call these guys and they'll come and get it from you.
They've been in business since 2011, and I love their quote, just an honest guy making an honest buck. Good time to make, it's winter, but let's do some spring cleaning and get rid of your scrap, everybody.
Coming up behind them is the Hollywood Welding, featuring the Hollywood Racing Christmas Float.
They provide welding services for major projects that include welding of lots of different things. They've done the 407 extension, Union Station, and now they are here. They've made time to make a stop at our parade today.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Look at the snowmobiles on the top. Very
Oh,
neat.
yeah.
Hopefully we just need a little
We
bit of
just need
snow.
a little bit of snow. Coming up behind them is the Ed Pro sponsored float, the band Lucky Charms. This is their first year in the parade.
And they've been supplying propane in the GTA since 1999 by local dealer Dave Barfoot. Let's have a listen.
Awesome. Merry Christmas. And here we have Trista Walker, registered massage therapist and yoga instructor. This is her first year in the parade, providing massage therapy in the comfort of your own home. Oh, I could go for that.
See, Sarah's trying to drop me a hint right now for a Christmas gift.
Put it on my Christmas list. She will travel to a person's home and eliminate, getting to and from the massage parlor.
And plus, after you have a massage, you want to be nice and relaxed. So you don't want to then hop in the car and have to travel. So she'll come to your house, do it for you, and then you can relax in the comfort of your home. Thanks for being part of the parade. This is their first year.
Merry Christmas!
See, I love that. Even elves need a little massage therapy.
Especially this time of year.
Coming up behind them is Keswick Public School, their first year in the parade.
They are a French immersion public school located in Keswick, and their theme this year is Christmas in Quebec.
I love this. They're celebrating 90 years in Georgina this year. They started off as an English school, but now they're one of 2 French immersion schools in Georgina. Merry Christmas, guys. I'm sure you're looking forward to the Christmas break. It's not too far away. Oh, is that the Quebec theme? Is it, how do you say, what's the snowman's name?
Père Noël?
No, Bonhomme. Isn't
Bonhomme.
it Bonhomme?
Bonhomme.
We
Yes,
need
Père
the
Noël
help
would be-
from the Keswick Public School Hawks. They can let us know our French, what we need to know about French in Quebec.
Yes, Père Noël, I guess, would be Santa Claus in French.
I guess we could say bonjour, everybody.
Bonjour.
So great, we
Merry
have some kids
Christmas.
walking in that, and we also have some kids on the float waving to everybody along the parade route. Wave kids, you're going to be on TV.
Look at how excited they are. Eagerly anticipating Santa's arrival. Merry Christmas.
And behind them, we have Lake Simcoe Arms.
They've been in the parade for a number of years.
We all know the restaurant and pub located in Jackson's Point, English-style pub. They've been in the same location for 15 years. I can say I've enjoyed many of meals at the Lake Simcoe Arms. Oh, and with the very popular Star Wars movie coming out, that's going to be a very popular car. Look at that in the back. He's riding in the back seat.
And here we have Jamie Lynn Reed on the Georgina Kinsman float. This is her second year in the parade, and she is performing.
And like you mentioned earlier, the Kinsmen are lead organizers for the Georgina parades. Let's have a listen for her.
And coming up behind her is the Georgina Post, a Georgina-wide local newspaper providing coverage of news and events.
We know we read the Georgina Post all the time, and they've been keeping residents informed of all the goings-on around Georgina for 11 years. They were also winners of the 2007 Georgina Business Excellence Award, so congratulations to you. Look at the minions. I know my kids are going to love seeing that. That's very cool. The minions with the antler ears.
Look at how detailed those minions are.
Good
That's
job,
excellent.
Georgina Post.
Great job. And coming up behind them is Make It Epic Balloon and Party Supplies. This is their first year in the parade, and they are a balloon and party supplies specialist for all occasions.
They do it at all styles. So any party that you're holding, I'm sure they can make a awesome balloon set up for you and have all the party supplies that you need this holiday season. Let's make this parade an epic one.
And here we have the Sutton District Lions Club. They've been serving the community for many, many years. And this looks like a car with all kinds of toys, and well, it kind of looks like Santa's sleigh full of toys.
That's lots of great stuffies there. Lots of great gifts that kids will like this holiday season. And behind them, look at that car. Let's hope it makes it all the way to the end of the parade route.
They want to remind you that they're always looking for new members to join their club.
Hello, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And behind them is the Lori Pangman Terry Fox float. This black van float is the Pangman and Career family. They are escorting the Terry Fox float as Jacob Flynn, the 2015 Sutton Fair Junior Ambassador, and the runner-up Brooke Foster with their 2015 Junior Ambassador event organizer Crystal Pangman.
It's great that they're paying tribute to the Terry Fox run, and want to remind everybody that the next run takes place September the 18th in 2016.
They want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Coming up next, we have 100 plus women who care. This is their first time in the Sutton Santa Claus Parade. They're a group of women who get together 4 times a year and each donate a minimum of $5 and nominate a charity to donate the money to. Together, they make a difference.
Established in 2014, they have donated, this is amazing, over $6,000 to local charities with over 100 women and growing. Together, like you said, they do make a difference. Thank you for all that you do right here in Georgina.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Hello.
Hi, there's Dee on there.
We're going to take a break from the desk here and throw it over to Jody.
And we're back here at the Sutton Santa Claus Parade of Lights. And what is your name?
Connor.
And Connor, what would you like for Christmas?
I'd like an iPod.
An iPod. Fantastic. And have you been naughty or nice this Christmas?
Nice.
Mom says naughty. Connor says nice. Back to you guys.
And thanks so much, Jody. Lots of people having a great time along the parade route. A beautiful night here in Sutton. And coming up next on the parade is
the Georgina Health Center. This is their first year in the parade, and they are a medical clinic located in Georgina. It's your gateway to health, putting the we back in healthcare.
That's great. Look at, we've got dogs walking in that float. We've got some great candy canes.
Ooh, that was a horn. That must mean that the El Shamali Shrine Club is not far behind. And there it is.
The little red caboose, that's great.
They raise funds to support the network of Shriners Hospitals for Children across North America. The Little Red is the first of the fairy tale about the perseverance and respect to keep it in the community.
And behind them, not far behind them, is the Canadian Mental Health Association.
This is a 38-foot RV providing services to York Region and South Simcoe. They provide services to people who require mental health services, usually to youth and the young.
And behind them, we're going to enjoy some great music on the Sutton Home Hardware sponsored float with Sean Corrigan.
What a great sound. Yeah, rock it out.
And Sutton Home Hardware is like a big sponsor. They've done so much great work every year to make this parade happen.
And coming up behind them is Pavex. This is their first year in the parade.
They do asphalt and concrete repairs. They are locally owned and operated. They've been around since 1969.
Merry Christmas, guys. And coming up behind them, I see Mrs. Claus. This is the Georgina Chamber of Commerce. They want you to try and shop locally this holiday season. The Chamber helps promote shop locally to build our local economy and support local businesses that are in our own backyard.
The Chamber has over 250 members and continues to grow each year. Hello, Mrs. Claus. Please put a good word in for me with the big man. Is it too late?
It might be.
Hello, Mrs. Claus. Merry Christmas.
And here we have a Tupperware float. This is their first time in the parade. They're an independent Tupperware consultant for kitchen products and cooking gadgets, which I know you love to
We
cook.
all need the Tupperware. We all need to make sure that we have the lids to fit the Tupperware. So if you've run out, make sure you do see Debbie, who is the Tupperware consultant for this area.
And coming up behind them is the Georgina Ladies Fun League, the women's softball team. They've been in the parade for 3 years. They are a group of ladies, a softball organization that has been in Keswick for over 45 years. This is their 45th anniversary, and they are a fun league of players that range anywhere from the age of 19 to 65 with all types of playing experience.
It's Christmas right now, but it won't be long before we're hitting the diamonds and enjoying some baseball. What's happening down on the streets? We're going to head out and see what's going on with Jody.
Hey guys, who are you excited to see? Santa! Woo, yay! Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Jody. The parade continues along Dalton Road in beautiful Sutton tonight. A beautiful night. Not too cold, not a lot of snow. Everyone's enjoying the route. And our next float is Wright's Tree Service.
They've been serving York Region since 1999. They're fully insured professionals for tree removals, pruning, cabling, emergency storm damage, and stump grindings. They are all about trees.
Do they get to the root of the problem?
Ha ha.
Merry Christmas, Wright's Tree Service. Bit of a dance party on the truck there.
Some great sound too. Good dancing music.
And they're definitely rocking up there.
And coming up behind them is the Georgina Paranormal Society. This is their first year in the parade. They're paranormal investigators who go to haunted houses in our community and try to see if there's any haunted happenings.
The goal of the GPS, which is the Georgina Paranormal Society, is to help dispel the myths and uncover the truths about hauntings and paranormal activities right here in Georgina. Spooky float. Look at the ghosts, but the ghosts aren't celebrating Halloween, they're celebrating Christmas.
Happy holiday hauntings, everyone, from the Georgina Paranormal Society. And coming up behind them is Jericho Youth Services. They offer free after-school and rec programs for children and youth of Georgina.
This is a great service in Georgina. They have been part of the community for over 33 years. That's a big snowman.
That is a big snowman. Their theme this year is Jingle Bells.
There, we know some of those friendly faces right there. Hello, Sue. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Great job, guys. It's a lot of snow to make that snowman.
I know. Wonder where that snow is. Coming up behind them is the Knights of Columbus. They have been in the parade for over 32 years. The Knights of Columbus are Catholic gentlemen committed to the exemplification of charity, uniting the community.
This is great, like you said, a great supporter of the parade for many years, helping lots of great people within the community, helping keep Christ in Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. And here comes the Lake Simcoe Miners Softball Association. They have been in the parade for 4 years. They are offering a game of softball with spectators in this float.
I love that. They provide a positive atmosphere for children ages 3 to 21 with any skill level. They can participate and find out how much fun softball can be.
Merry Christmas from LSMSA.
Oh, that's a rockin' float.
That is a rockin' float. Hey, there's Leslie. Hello.
Hello, Leslie.
Merry Christmas. Coming up behind them is the Lake Simcoe Gardeners. They are a walking entry greeting parade goers with candy canes and their new program.
The Garden Club of Georgina and members of Ontario Horticultural Society, their motto, keeping Ontario beautiful. They meet regularly, and of course, they're doing lots with trees, shrubs, flowers, and veggies.
Their slogan is "Grow with us."
They began in 1973 and continue to celebrate. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, guys. Behind them is the Lakeshore Community Fellowship. They've been in the parade for 3 years. They're a non-denominational church meeting at Bellhaven Hall on Sunday evenings.
That snow globe, that's pretty cool.
Want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, look at that snow globe.
Oh, that's awesome. I think that's about as much so we'll see this week.
And coming up behind them is the York Steel Lions Band, made up of 25 to 30 teenagers from 11 to 19 years of age, organized since 1973. Let's have a listen.
What a great sound. Great job, guys. Great job. And here we have the Miller Roofing and Aluminum business. Their theme is Light It Up this holiday season. They are locally owned. They've been serving Sutton and the surrounding area for many years.
Very
Merry
cool.
Christmas, guys.
Lots of presents on top of that, Van, for sure. And followed behind them is the Canadian Pro Carpet. They've been part of the parade for 9 years. They supply and install all your flooring needs. Lots of options. They have 2 locations in Sutton and Pefferlaw. It's so great to see a family-owned business, 20 years family-owned and run. Santa and his sleigh. And look at that, the chipmunks.
The chipmunks. Chip and Dale. Awesome. And coming up behind them is the Sutton Home Hardware sponsored float, the Connors Brothers.
And again, we want to thank Sutton Home Hardware for all of their support in this year's parade.
And the Connors Brothers have been rocking it out for this holiday season. Let's give them a listen.
I love, too, we have Fred's there, Fred's towing, in his pink truck. We see that all around town all the time.
Sounds great, guys. And here we have the Optimist Club of Keswick. They've been in this parade for 30 plus years. They are celebrating 66 years of optimism in Georgina. They're bringing out the best in our kids. And this is the Keswick Choo Choo, the float.
That's great. Look at that. Perfect size coming down the street. The kids will definitely enjoy seeing that as part of this year's parade.
The Optimist Club of Keswick will be working to continue the Christmas toy drive distribution beyond 2015.
Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you for being part of the parade, and thanks for all your hard work. And behind them is RNG Draper Farms, their first year in this year's parade. They're a farm that has local produce, veggies. They do 10 different vegetables and sell them all locally. It's not every day you see a tractor coming down Dalton Road.
Well, not every day. Sometimes.
And behind them is Timberscapes Tree and Property Services. with the local band Bo performing. Let's have a listen. They specialize in tree preservation and maintenance, and they're happy to provide free quotes on tree removal. So get in touch with Timberscapes Tree and Property Services.
Behind them, we have the Shell Building Center float. This is the Island of Misfit Toys. This is their 15th year in the Sutton Parade. They're a retail and lumber hardware store located on Dalton Road in Sutton. The Island of Misfit Toys is from the movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
They don't look that misfit to me. Hello, Rudolph.
And coming up behind them is Hurstwood Plumbing. This is family owned and operated, serving all of York Region and surrounding areas. They're providing quality plumbing and septic services. And this looks like it's the Grinch who stole Christmas.
Whoville.
They've been in business for over 13 years.
I know the Hurstwood family, a great Georgina family, and we want to thank them for being part of the parade.
Merry Christmas, guys.
I'd take the seasick crocodile.
And next up, we have Ed Pro sponsored float, and this is Hold Fast, the band.
Ed Pro has been supplying propane to the GTA by a local associate dealer, Dave Barfoot, since 1999. Thank you so much to Ed Pro Energy Group, local business. Hey, Jody, what's happening down on the streets?
We're here at the Sutton Santa Claus Parade of Lights. What is your name?
Linus.
Linus, what would you like for Christmas?
I'd like a Pokemon tin.
Oh, that sounds like fun. And what is your name?
Holly.
And what would you like?
Something.
Oh, that sounds really nice. And what would you like for Christmas? Who do you want to see today?
A float.
A float. There's some beautiful floats here tonight, okay? And what is your name?
Hayden.
Hayden, what would you like for Christmas?
2 monster trucks for me and my brother.
Aw, 2 monster trucks for him and his brother. There you go. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Jody. Looks like a lot of fun. And now our float that's coming up next is Chetty's Hot Sauce. This is their 3rd year in the parade. Chetty's Hot Sauce is all about flavor, combined with a passion in producing a product that satisfies your family's eating experience. They do great work. We know that the Forget family is huge fans of Chetty's Hot Sauce. Merry Christmas, guys. You definitely know how to spice up the holiday season. I love that. They've been making hot sauce for over 10 years locally in the business. Look, she's even handing the camera guy some hot sauce.
Angie Chetty.
Merry
And
Christmas,
Patrick Chetty.
Chetties. Merry Christmas, everybody.
And next we have Sutton Glass Windows and Doors. They've been in the parade for many years. This is their gingerbread house.
Do you think they would mind if I just went and took a piece of it off?
I think they might. Coming up behind them is the Home Hardware sponsored float of Bernadette Connors. She's always a hit, especially this holiday season. She's been playing in the Georgina Parades for a number of years. She's also performed at Snowfest and Canada Day, the Uptown Keswick events, and Music in the Streets. Let's have a listen. And coming up behind them is the Sail Georgina Float. They're a small not-for-profit sailing club located in Jackson's Point Harbor. The sailboat that you see is a 6L16 used in their community sail program. Sail Georgina was founded in 1984 and was originally located at De La Salle Park. Sail Georgina offers sailing school in the summer to community residents of Georgina.
It's going to be a while before we can get that sailboat back on the lake.
Merry Christmas!
And coming up behind them is the Howes family float. They've been part of the parade for over 3 years. Their theme is the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Merry Christmas from the Howes family. Thank you for being part of the parade. I don't know if it's just me, Sarah, but it seems like every year the parade gets bigger and bigger.
It does get bigger and bigger. It's an excellent event in our town, and we're so happy to be able to have something like this in Georgina.
It's great to see all the local community operators participating. It's great to see the streets lined up with all the people from the community and from outside of Georgina enjoying our parade.
And here you see, coming along, is the Dennis family walking miniature ponies. Apparently this year, the miniature ponies like to dress up like reindeer, Kevin.
That's great. And I love how the elf looks like he has the best job in town. He's the guy who walks behind the ponies just in case, you know what.
One has a, yeah, you know what we mean.
Look how cool that is. Look at that family. Thank you so much for being part of this parade, guys.
Oh, look at how cute they are. They do kind of look like reindeer. Merry Christmas!
That's great.
That's a big shovel
Yeah.
for such a little pony.
And behind them is the Canadian Tails Pet Service. They provide doggy daycare, boarding, pet sitting, dog walking, dog taxis, and pet taxis. Wow, they do pretty much everything. They're located on Park Road and Ravenshoe. Lots of people are traveling during the holiday season. We want to make sure you don't leave your pets at home. Why not let them have a good time with the Canadian Tails Pet Service?
Hello.
I love the song. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. That's what they're playing. That's great.
And here is the Malone Masonic Lodge float. They've been taking part in the parade for over 10 years. They are the Masons of Malone Lodge, and they want to wish you a Merry Christmas. The Masons are a charitable organization in our community who help at events in the community, including Canada Day and Snowfest. And that looks like Thomas the Train.
Thomas. Oh, the kids are going to love seeing Thomas. Thomas, make sure you say hi to Percy for us. Our kids are a little older now. I'm surprised that I remember that. But Thomas is definitely someone that everyone who has children will know. I'm sure they watch it quite often.
Behind them is the Bachurian Ukrainian Youth Organizational Marching Band from Toronto.
They took all the drive all the way from Toronto to join us today. Let's have a listen. I can tell you. He's just a couple of floats away, so stick around. Santa's not too far away, everybody. And the float behind the marching band is the town of Georgina. Of course, they've been part of this parade for many, many years. Their wintry theme is something we want to see. And look at the tube even to get us excited about the opening of the rock.
And you'll see waving from the float tonight is Councillor Sebo and Councillor Harding.
I know, Sarah, you are part of the town of Georgina. You're an employee and part of the team that organizes the parade. So we want to thank everybody from the town of Georgina, including you, for all your hard work.
Thanks, Kevin. There's a lot of people who come together to put this parade together. That's Dave, one of our parks guys, right there, driving the float for us. Hello, Dave.
And we're looking forward to some snow so we can enjoy the Georgina Rock, enjoy some tubing, and enjoy some snowboarding and skiing. It's going to be a great season.
Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
And behind them is the Georgina Chiropractic. They are located in Keswick on the Queensway in Keswick, a local business for over 2 years.
Merry Christmas, guys.
A great band and a big snowman, and oh, you know what? Not far behind him, we are going to see the big man himself. Santa Claus, everybody!
There he is.
Santa has made his way from the North Pole to be part of this year's Sutton Santa Claus Parade of Lights. Santa and Rudolph in the front with his big blinking red nose. Merry Christmas, Santa!
Wow, the kids have anticipated his arrival for so long, and he's finally here. We are so excited. He is being pulled by S&B Keswick. Thank you so much for being a part of this parade.
Merry Christmas,
Hello,
Santa! I promise I've been a good boy.
Hello. Hello. Merry Christmas.
Hello,
Merry
Santa!
Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, Santa, from everybody in the town of Georgina.
Hello, Sutton.
Hello.
Merry Christmas. Kevin's on the other list.
Kevin's on the other.
I promise, Santa, I've been a good boy. And for all you boys and girls watching this year's Sutton Santa Claus Parade, you just saw Santa, which means you got to make sure you're good right up until December the 25th. That was an amazing Sutton Santa Claus Parade. We had so much fun and beautiful weather. Did you have a good time?
Oh, it was amazing. So great to see what all the kids wanted for Christmas.
And Sarah, working together for the first time, a husband-wife team, it wasn't too bad, was it?
It was awesome, actually. I had a great time. So much fun.
We want to thank everybody for being part of this year's parade. Lots of local community organizers, lots of great floats, lots of businesses. So on behalf of Sarah, on behalf of Jody, and myself, Kevin, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching the Sutton Santa Claus Parade right here on Rogers, Georgina.